Good evening, spooks! Welcome to the video in which I'm reading another Stephen King book, making this part 1, perhaps, if I'm being super authentic, of reading Stephen King books, or also kind of logically part 2, because I did read Rose Madder recently as part of a video where I reread the book that got me out of a reading slump and ascertained whether it still stood up, and it did. It really did. So, I don't know, this is either part 1 or part 2, who knows, but arrivederci. That was so disrespectful to books in general. I'm so sorry. In this video, I'm going to read another Stephen King book whilst in Amsterdam. That's right. I thought about going to Amsterdam and doing a reading vlog where I reread The Discomfort of Evening because the author is Dutch and I thought that would be serendipitous. However, I ran out of time of books that I needed to read in October, and I needed to read the Stephen King book because it was actually part of a book club pick. So it worked out really well, but I did need to read it whilst I was away. And I was glad to, okay? I'll get to my thoughts at the end, but I was glad to. The book in question is, of course, Carrie by Stephen King, and this is a teeny tiny book. I don't know why I expected every single Stephen King book to be so long. It's really not. But if you have heard nothing of Carrie, if you've not read the book, if you've not seen one of the remakes, then let me tell you, Carrie White discovers that she is telekinetic. Is that the right word? Telekinetic? Sure. And she is the victim of a lot of bullying in school and also at home. And one day she just snaps and enacts her revenge upon literally everybody. Even people that weren't involved and have never been involved, they all get their comeuppance, whether they deserved it or not. Why don't we go to Amsterdam and then see what I thought of it? Also, do you like the new setup? I'm just in the corner. My bookshelves are over here. So this is just the other corner. And I put these little things on the wall, and now it's kind of a cozy reading corner. I need a lamp, or perhaps a very small, thin Christmas tree. But that's a conversation for another day. Let's go to Amsterdam, shall we?
I was yours for the taking. Guess I needed a home, but if I'm not mistaken, you were good on your own. Oh. hide away from the lights, but I don't dare to. I'm too fragile, and for that I do apologize. Maybe someday we can work it out, but I'm afraid it's too late to try. Baby, I don't dare to love you, and you know the reason why. Don't you know I'm way too weak to swim? Can't you feel the waves come crashing in? Running out of safety nets, 'cause every night I fall down in the middle of the night screaming, oh my God, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. I reach out in the middle of the night screaming, oh my, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. I think I'm love drunk and it feels wrong, but I'm not afraid to admit I used to feel safe next to you, babe. Now I'm thinking I deserve a hit. Maybe someday we could work it out, but I'm afraid it's too late to try. Baby, I don't dare to love you, and you know the reason why. Don't you know I'm way too weak to swim? Can't you feel the waves come crashing in? Running out of safety nets, 'cause every night I fall down in the middle of the night screaming, oh my God, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. I reach out in the middle of the night screaming, oh my, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. Love's too deep. Don't you know I'm way too weak to swim? Can't you feel the waves come crashing in? Running out of safety nets, 'cause every night I fall down in the middle of the night screaming, oh my God, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. I reach out in the middle of the night screaming, oh my, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. Love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep.
I read this book in Amsterdam. I'm back, and I rated it 4 stars. I also rewatched the remake, which is the one with Chloe Grace Moretz. I've never actually seen the original film, so I probably need to do that, but the Chloe Moretz one is so good, as is the book. It's one of those classic books where the main character is not necessarily a good person, and definitely does very questionable things, but you're also kind of rooting for her. Like, at certain points, I had to sit with myself and say, Carrie has just murdered an entire town's worth of people, including lots of children at a high school. Why do you still back her? But then the other little voice in my head was like, yeah, but go and find Billy. Carrie, go and find Billy. End this now. You've already committed so far, so, you really need to seal the deal with Billy. And spoiler alert, she does. It's a classic tale of revenge, but also has this element of magic in it because she obviously discovers that she's telekinetic and can control things with her mind. So it's got the element of magic, but it's also got this entire story around what it means to be a teenager and a teenage girl in a school and a teenage girl with very religious parents, and the entire story around that, trying to build friendships, trying to find romance, trying to manage family expectations. It's got so many good storylines just weaving through this magic storyline. It's really great. If you've never read it, I highly recommend this one, and especially if other Stephen King books put you off because of their size, which, may I just say, Rose Madder, who is still on the floor, by the way, that was a big chunky book. I also have The Stand on my shelf and Duma Key, They are also massive. The stand is ridiculous. There is no need for a book to be that big. I also have Pet Sematary on my shelf, and I would really like to read that. That might be in my part 2/3 video. So what I'm saying is, if you fancy a foray into Stephen King and you haven't tried any of his books before, then I would recommend starting with this one because it is short. Most people know the story anyway, so it's quite easy to follow. It's very accessible in my opinion. And then you can watch the movies afterwards. I love reading a book and then rewarding myself with a movie. Anyway, Amsterdam was incredible. You'll have seen from all of the clips, everywhere I went, all the food I ate so much good food. I walked over 50 miles in 4 days and had the best time. It was also such a quick flight. It was technically 25 minutes, but I was actually up in the air for 10. You know when they take the seatbelt sign off? It was 10 minutes and then it was back on again. It was crazy. The journey was so short. It's somewhere that I would love to go again. It's got me on this city break hype now, and all I want to do is go to like Barcelona and Madrid and Rome and Paris, and I am not made of money. I need that money to buy books, you know? But yeah, me and Carrie had a great time in Amsterdam, and as always, if you have any recommendations for vlog ideas in the future, would love to hear that. Or if you have any really good Stephen King recommendations that is not Pet Sematary, Doomickey, who knows, or The Stand, or Rose Madder, or Carrie, let me know in the comments down below because I do own those ones, but would be intrigued to pick up others. I will tell you this right now. There is almost no chance that I'm ever going to read The Stand. I don't know why I even have it on my shelves. I don't know why I bought it. I don't remember buying it, but I'm not that interested in the premise, and the book is freaking huge. However, Pet Sematary is a maybe, and Doomickey is also a maybe. So let me know of any others that you've read and you really enjoyed, and I will try and pick those up. Otherwise, I'll catch you in a video very, very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Let me show you a place where you gon' wanna move your feet until they start to